There's Hallie. So I'm going to bring up to the stage Hallie Martinez. She's going to talk on home parties, and she's bringing 70-30.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
There's a lot of you out there. Okay. So this is my first time doing anything so big. So like Shanna said, my name's Hallie Martinez. I joined Jamberry. Well, okay. Let me just breathe first. Woosah.
You got this.
All right. So first I want to ask you guys, who here has ever been to a Jamberry event before? Who's
Woo!
JamCon? Who has never been to a Jamberry event? What?
Wow.
Well, that's the purpose of why we're here, because we really want all the consultants to really get to an event within their 3 months of joining. And these kind of events are so important for your business. So I just want to give kudos to you for coming. If you came alone, extra kudos, because I know that takes some guts. If you came with your best friends, that's fun too. But I really want to challenge you guys to, especially if you came alone, no, not especially, no matter if you're with your best friends or not, because sometimes with your friends, you tend to not want to step out and meet people because you're already with your friends. I want to challenge you to get out of your comfort zone if you're not used to that, and just really meet some new people here today. These events, all this stuff is great, but meeting each other, networking with each other is really golden. So really try to at least leave here today with at least one new friend that you can connect with on Facebook and stay in contact with. Okay, I've never used this before. I feel so professional. So before I get into what I want to talk to you about, which Shanna said is home parties, I'll tell you a little bit about me and how I got started. I live just about 20 minutes from here in Ocean City, so all the craziness about flooding, if you're on the Facebook page, you saw me on there like every 5 minutes talking about how it's all okay. I mean, it's not. We're just used to flooding, and this is what we deal with. So for those of you that aren't used to flooding, I'm sure it looks scary, but we are all surviving, so it's all good. So my husband and I have been married for 6 years. Tomorrow is our wedding anniversary, so it's a big anniversary weekend for me here. And he's not thrilled that I'm here for the anniversary, but he loves Jamberry too, so that's good. We have a 3-year-old son named Max, who is full of smiles and personality.
Woo! Love Max.
And by big personality, I mean like totally cray-cray, outnumbering, but he's awesome. So, like many of you, I was invited to a Facebook party by just an acquaintance of mine. The consultant running the party was a stranger to me, but now is not only my sponsor and founding elite executive, but my best friend, Rachel Bufano. So I reached out to Rachel for a sample, and I got excited about it because I haven't done my nails since I had my son, and I used to love doing it. So I got excited about it, and I kind of decided to join right away, but as a hobbyist. So do not underestimate those hobbyists, just gotta say. So that was October, obviously, of 2013. But I called Rachel and I said, don't expect anything from me on the business end. I'm already doing another direct sales company that I thought I liked and was doing good. And then I kind of just started to dabble a little bit, realized that there weren't a ton of consultants in the area, and one of my friends haven't heard of it, or they were interested in it when I would post a picture to show off my jams. So I joined as a hobbyist just to get the discount. A few weeks into it, I realized Jamberry rocks. The company itself rocks. I started to get into the compensation plan a little bit, check it out, and I decided to try out the business. I had a little lunch party, just open house style. Nobody really wanted to join, but I got some sales. It was, October, so it was Christmas time, so that was good. In about the middle of my second month, I put on my first Jamberry. There you are. Heather Marshall.
Woo!
And there's lots of jam-packed girls here. Well, maybe not here. PM especially. So she has been with me through it all, promoted to senior team manager in August, the end of August.
Woo!
Give it up for her.
Yeah!
Okay. So once I started sipping on that jam juice, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, I was ready to dive in and get to business. I really just fell in love with the company and I was ready to go. So I started to learn more, create my goals. At that time, there was a chance to be a founding member of the company. And I got really excited about that. We didn't even know what we were trying to get to be a founder. Like, we didn't know what the perks were or what it meant. But we were just like, that sounds pretty cool, and I want to be one. So I was like, that's my goal. I'm going to be an executive. We had to be an executive by May, the end of May, right, Lauren? The end of May of 2014, last May. So I just started working my business the best I could, and I reached executive by April, so a month early. Thanks. And, oh yeah, I already did that one. So since reaching executive, I've just been really dedicated to this company. I was like all in after that, and I knew that I wanted to get to the very, very top. So my last promotion was to lead executive, which was last November.
Woo!
And my goal, obviously, is to become to be among the elites by JamCon in where?
Disney. Woo!
Got the chills when they announced that. So my Rockstar team has grown to over 1,000 consultants. Yesterday I had my Jamberry 2 years.
Woo!
And this month we will become a $2 million team, my downline. So I'm really proud of that. So aside from all the exciting promotions and team growth, it's always been really important to me to have a why. And always keep that in sight. And my why has changed and changed, but I've always had one big why, and that is to be able to purchase our first home. We still rent. And we really want to buy a home. And something like that was kind of looking impossible for us before Jamberry came along. We haven't done it yet, but I know it's going to happen, and we're getting closer to that every 10th of the month. So I just really want to encourage you guys to catch a vision, whether it's something small like paying for dance classes for your daughter, or just going on a date night with your husband, or if it's something big like buying a house, just catch some kind of dream and set your eyes on it. And it'll be so much easier to get there when you have something you're going for. Any successful consultant will tell you that their success came from being dedicated, passionate, and consistent. Everyone has their own business styles and what works and what doesn't work for them, but it really comes down to those 3 things. And as long as you have those 3 things, and you just keep going and staying consistent, good things will happen in time for you. Honestly, along your journey, there will be highs and lows. If you've been around for a while, I'm sure you know that already. The highs are totally worth pushing through those lows, like by far. I'm up here. This is pretty high for me right now, so all those lows that I already experienced, I'm fine with that. So everyone from a brand new consultant to an elite executive experienced both of those. No one has a smooth sailing ride through the whole Jamberry journey. Any entrepreneur or business owner experiences it. No one opens a business and just doesn't hit any lows or obstacles along the way. If you want to become successful, you just have to push through things outside of the box and keep it trucking. Okay, so now I'm going to stop talking about me. I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm here to talk to you, which is home parties. So who here does at least those bookings? Because those recruits and those sales aren't going to come if you don't have more parties on your calendar. So that's my #1 goal. So when they come in, I let them, I introduce myself, I let them mingle a little bit. Once they, have had a glass of sangria or whatever they want to have, they can all come into the living room, and everyone gets their own catalog, their own joint brochure, an invoice, and a bundle sheet. I'm sure there's different ones floating around. I had one that I made a little bit ago that kind of was incorporated with Helly Ennis's trainings. I can put that on the group for you. When everyone gets situated, I hand out raffle tickets to each guest. I give everybody one just for coming, I give 2 of them if they came from Naked Nails, and I prepped them in the Facebook invitation that you could get tickets for these things, so they already know, and 5 tickets for bringing a friend. And then I walk around and I let each guest choose a booking card, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, tell you what those are. So I've done, like I said, I've done a lot of trial and error. I've done so many different games, different styles of presentations. I love like Sherry's party cards, and I love the purse game, but I kind of liked things from all of them. So I kind of merged them together into my version of the purse game. If you don't know what the purse game is, basically everyone has their purse with them when they're sitting down. If they don't have a purse with them, I tell them they can use whatever's on them, in their pockets, whatever, in their wallet. And I'm gonna just say a series of letters, show them a pretty paper with a letter on it, and they have to find something in their purse that starts with that letter. Whoever gets it first, just call it out, they get a ticket. The person with the most tickets at the end of my presentation will win a prize. So it builds up some competition juices flowing, and they want to, they really get into it and they want to play. Prize can be whatever you want it to be. I have a little box that I give them. They can pick out their prize. I have Nourish samples, Petty Packs, Jamberry chapsticks, whatever, little stuff. So it doesn't have to be anything big. So I'm not going to go through this because I obviously don't have time. But like I said, I put that on. And these are the letters and what I go through for each one. And then there's 4 more. The one thing I'm going to go through is parties, obviously. So when I get to P, parties, I give examples of what kinds of parties I do. Right before that, I did the star of the show, which I bring my hostess up for, and I stack all her rewards onto her hands for a $400 party, because that's my average. I stack them all on her hands so that people can visualize how much stuff they get for hosting a party. Then I pull out my booking cards. So these are just little cards, very simple cards that I made. I number them 1, 2, however I make. I recommend to just have 20 on hand, depending on what your average amount of people are that come. So I just let everybody pick one. I don't say a word about it before this. I hand these out in the beginning, like I mentioned before. And once we get to that party part, I tell them what those cards are. All this time they've been holding that card, wondering what's inside. And so their suspense is up already. And then I tell them inside of each of those cards is a full-size product from our catalog. From just about every category or section of our catalog. Mini heater, free sheet, nail cleanser, just a whole bunch of bottle of lacquer, all kinds of stuff. It's all full-size products. If you decide to book a party tonight, you can open that card at checkout and you'll win that prize, and I bring that prize to them at their party so they don't bail on me. And it just creates a lot of, they can't even peek to see what that card is. If they decide not to book a party, that card is mine again. You can't touch it. So it is crazy how many bookings I have with these cards, crazy. And people usually, when I get to the sample part where everybody moves over and does their samples, most of them will be like, okay, I'm booking a party, can I open it now? Before they even get to checkout. I'm like, yeah. So it's awesome. I don't know what it is about these cards, but I have never in the 2 years that I've been a consultant had so much success with bookings before I use these cards. I have a completely booked October of home parties, and I have a half booked November, all from these cards. I'm going to take over the sample table and help our friends, and I can help the guests that are ready to check out. So I sit down with them, and I make sure I go over their invoice with them, make sure that if they ordered a wrap with a certain kind of finish, that they know that. They got French tips, I want to talk to them about, the different tips, options, different things like that. Make sure that if they got 3, that they get that 4th one. It's also another opportunity for me to talk about the bundle sheet if they didn't already choose a bundle. You want to try to upsell always. So, if they're already getting 4 sheets in an app kit, why not throw in the heater, get that bundle, that would get started bundle. So you just want to throw things in there when you're talking one-on-one with them. So if any of you have a waitress, you just say, you order a sandwich, do you want a cup of soup with that? Yeah, I want a cup of soup. You weren't even thinking you wanted soup before, but since she asked you, now you want soup. So it works with these parties too. And then just, take a little step further and just get to know them more. When they check out, make sure you give them their invoice, give them something of appreciation. I have a little packet, little small packet, it has a little thank you card in it that I don't write on. It just says thank you with Jamberry logo on it. And then a little piece of candy, my business card, and an accent sheet. And sometimes I'll throw in like a sample of Nourish or something like that. I put their invoice in there and I hand it to them. And at that time, if they haven't already booked a party, I say, so do you want to open that card and see what you got, or you want to hand it back into me? I don't repeat, are you going to book a party? I keep the focus on getting that prize. You want to see what's in there, don't you? And I work it up. And they just can't help themselves. Okay. Well, I don't know how far I went. I'm sorry.
Only 5, you're good.
5 minutes? Oh boy. Okay. Good thing we added extra time. So I obviously have no time for questions and answers, but I'm around during the break. Tonight I'll be here. Feel free to grab me and we can chat. I'd love to chat with you about home parties. They really are the heartbeat of my business. And I just love the customer loyalty and the fact that it gets me out of my house. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I like to go out, meet people, make new friends, and just get out in my community and network. Hope you guys enjoy. Next up, we're going to hear from our CPO. I like to call him our Mr. Prez, Jerry Richards.
Woo!